Guys, welcome to another episode of The Pulse. You know what we do. People who are doing things, they're making big steps, they're doing business, standing on business, they're laughing, they're entertaining, they're using their voice for good.
Not me.
That ain't you?
No.
All right.
I use my voice for
we
evil.
have all of those kind of people on the show, and when they're not available, we reach out to Finesse Mitchell,
Yes.
who is in town. What's up,
Yes.
man?
How you doing, Bill? You good?
Good.
Nice blazer shirt combo.
I appreciate
like
it.
that.
It's
Yes.
hot, so the sleeves are kind of short.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
you
all
got
good.
to sometimes.
I brought a leather jacket, realizing that it's summertime.
Yeah.
So
in most of the world, like you.
Yeah. You know what? But see, LA has these weird summer times. I live in Los Angeles, so it's just like, the morning could be still cool.
Okay.
Then the midday is super hot, but then the night is cold.
Okay.
So, I asked Alexa, what was the weather like in Philly? She said 80-something, but then she said 60-something at night. You know what I mean? So,
60's not cool, man. I mean, you're in LA.
Yeah.
In Philly, 60 is still
Like
You don't need
78.
a leather jacket.
yeah, I know.
But I mean, you're kind of a celebrity. So celebrities wear leather jackets and sunglasses, and that's part of a look.
Well, after my Philly stop, Bill, I'm going to Ireland, where the weather's 55. It dips a little bit. But, black dudes are in Ireland now. That's what we're doing, people.
That's new.
That's new. That's new for us.
That's new.
Wait till I tell people where to go, where to get these Airbnbs.
But you just found this out. So the life. And we'll talk
Yes.
about your kind of background, how you got here, and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
But you literally are on tour.
Yes.
You were flying from LA to Philly.
Yes.
And while on tour, you found out you were going to Ireland.
My birthday
Happy birthday, man.
is yesterday. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Shout out to all the Geminis, all the June babies out there, And my manager called and said, "Oh, I forgot to give you your birthday gift. I'm going to send you to Ireland for your birthday. You're going to do Name That Tune, and here's what they're going to pay you." And I was just like, "Happy birthday to you." And I was like, "Wait, how am I going to make that work?" He said, "It's on a Wednesday. So you still get to come back and do your shows in New York on Friday, Saturday, Sunday." I said, "Oh, man, that's amazing."
And so you were excited about it.
Thank God for white people.
Because
Hey.
it's your birthday. It's Name That Tune.
Yes.
And the check was right.
And the check was amazing. And but I have to give a portion of it to charity, and I'll be giving my portion to breast cancer awareness. So, but it's just, just one of those weeks.
Is that just, that's just something you do?
But you know what, Bill? I've been going to church for the last 3 weeks.
Just the last 3?
You got to start sometime. And I have been praying. I have been crying. You know how the Spirit hits you? You just like, Lord, I need one of those, just a breakthrough. Because sometimes you get confused in this business. Sometimes you're like, man, Saturday Night Live, all the way from like Wendy Williams show. Who is your caddy? Disney Channel. Netflix is a cake.
Right.
But you're still not Kevin Hart. I don't want to be that tall, but I want to.
You want his check?
I just want a quarter of it.
Okay.
I don't want his whole check. That's a huge check. I wouldn't know what to do with myself if you gave me all that check.
I would love to try to find out, though.
You know what? I just want a little bit of it. I want enough to be like, nah, don't believe what y'all read. I don't have all that. I just have this much. But if I get the whole check,
You'd be tough to handle.
you wouldn't find me. Witness protection, baby.
So your career's over.
Career's
You're
done.
just going to disappear. You one of those dudes.
I'm
You get
going to
that
grow
big
lima
check.
beans. I'm going to start a whole new career that means absolutely nothing.
If the check is
The
right.
check is right.
I
Yeah.
think us mere mortals who work in, here in what used to be the closet at the station and now the studio,
Yes.
have no concept what those checks are like.
It is enough to get my wife through August, where I'm saying, what happened to that check?
Okay. So you still got to go back to work
I
after
gotta go
that
find
check.
another Ireland.
So you're coming back from that tour, continuing on with the tour, but it was a happy birthday gift.
It was a happy birthday gift, and it's on Fox, and I have a great relationship with them. I did a sitcom called Outmatched with Jason Biggs and Maggie Lawson and Tisha Campbell. We were there, doing great, doing decent numbers for a year. COVID hit. We had a live studio audience. Nobody knew what COVID was at the time, so they was just like, and it was time for upfronts, and they're announcing the show's second season. They said, let's just pull it because we don't know what this is. So they was just like, let's pull it. So we're like, how you gonna pull our TV show? So
Right. And didn't bring it back.
didn't bring it back, But some show called, they called me Cat. I could have told you that one won't work. And then,
So, because of that, I still work for Fox. So,
Bill, we was just talking about their
if the
decisions.
check is right.
No.
Hey, come on. You said you do things if the check is right.
You know
They're
what?
still paying my mortgage.
I want to say that because I started on Comic View in 1999, that was my first TV appearance. I got SNL in 2003.
Okay.
Kenan Thompson and I came in together. Just talked to him and did some of his shows in Las Vegas because he's going around finding undiscovered talent. But that part was the, stepping out on faith. I used to sell insurance. I used to sell Medicare insurance.
Really?
So I was in South Florida hustling Medicare insurance, and then the open mic nights and just getting the comedy bug and just watching for so long, and then finally getting up there and everybody saying, you got something, just keep going. And so like 5 years later, Saturday Night Live, and then 3 years later, they let me go. But then I was like, what's next? And before I knew it, my phone was ringing. So I did this movie, Who's Your Caddy? Like this golf cult classic movie. And then the comebacks and some other stuff and Mad Money. And I was just like, oh, I got a movie career.
Just keep grinding. Keep
Just
working.
keep grinding. Then when the Disney Channel called and asked me if I wanted to be China's dad on this show, Ant Farm, the late Bob Saget, we're all friends, in L.A. And I was like, and I called him. I said, man, I don't know about a Disney show. He said, Finesse, it is the best check you'll ever get. It's the easiest money you'll ever make. But it's fans that will love you forever because as they're 14 and 15 and 16, in no time, they're going to be 21, 22, 23 in comedy clubs saying, I grew up on you.
Next on The Pulse, even how he got into comedy, that's even funny. How did you get here? Like, not to Philly.
Uber.
Right, to here. But you got free
life.
tickets to a comedy club, had fine women with you, and couldn't afford their dinner.
Right.
So you literally
And they was drinking
worked.
Hennessy. Who do that on the first date?
Mark Summers, like Double Dare and all that kind of stuff. He was here not that long ago. And while he's sitting there telling the story about, like, I know him from Double Dare, but he's also hosting different shows and kind of running the list of stuff.
Right.
And similar to what you just said, I'm sitting back as he's explaining the money and the career from getting slimed or splashed or whatever it is on Double Dare,
Right.
and then he's hosting a series of things like that. It may not be a Kevin Hart check,
Right.
but that's a real career that you've been doing since you left Saturday Night Live.
Chase the passion.
Okay.
That's the best advice I can give anybody in entertainment. If you're talented, just cultivate your talent and get in front of the right people. The money's gonna come because there's some checks that's not worth the
Right.
check, but you're going to do it. I'm going to show up for free if it's the right person asking me to do the right thing and my schedule is open. But that very same thing I just did for them, I just charged $30,000 to do it somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Me too. me too. I'm gonna do some of them for free, but the $30,000 check I did for my last appearance on.
But there are some people that wouldn't do that.
Block party over
There's
in
some
West
people
Philly.
wouldn't even leave their house for $30,000. You know what I mean?
Okay. How did you get here? Like, not to Philly.
Uber.
Right, to here. But you talked about you were selling insurance. You kind of went through that journey. I feel like every time we talk to a comedian, there's this different story. Michael Blackson delivering for Domino's, and everybody had a story. What was yours? How'd you?
Michael Blackson's story is a lie.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
All right.
Philly's own. Shout out to Michael. My story was just we were at a comedy club. They always give out free tickets at comedy clubs. That's just the nature of them packing a room. And so when I was in Miami going to the Improv, they used to have Urban Night, Black Night. So we would go on a Tuesday night, but the tickets would be free. So my first time going, we had like these fly honeys. It was like 4 guys, 4 girls. And when we got in there with free tickets, we basically college students, kind of. When we got out there, man, and everybody's having a good time and we laughing and the waitress came, we were all like, water. She was like, no, 2-item minimum, Playboy.
Free tickets, no drinks.
No, 2-item minimum, food or drink. So the girls opened up the menu and they was like, we'll have a linguine. I'm like, linguine? In a comedy club? Like, what are y'all ordering? What happened to like cheese balls and
Get some
nachos?
wings.
Yeah, and we'll have. So this is one of those like gourmet type comedy clubs with a real menu.
Right.
Man, none of us had money. So the dudes were all looking at each other like, who gonna tell these women they paying? And when the guy was like, okay, the host was like, we'll host whoever has the best joke, we'll take care of your bill. So it was like a joke contest. All my boys looked at me like, Finesse, you the funniest. Please go up there and just take one for the team. And that's what I did. I went up there, I told a joke, it won, they paid our bill. But the host looked at me, and I'll never forget it. He said, you just made that joke up. I said, yeah. He said, man, that take real talent. Look, come back next week and come to open mic night next Tuesday. He said, come back and just do the same thing. I think you got something.
So this is a real story.
It's a real story.
You
That
got
changed my
free
life.
tickets to a comedy club, had fine women with you, and couldn't afford their dinner.
Right.
So you literally
And they was drinking
worked.
Hennessy. Who do that on the first date?
You literally
drink
worked
Sprite.
to
Yes.
pay the bill.
Yeah,
and that launched your comedy career.
That launched my comedy career. It wasn't that launched my comedy career. It was what he said to me. You know.
Okay.
Sometimes just, it's always great to pay something forward or pass something encouraging down. But this dude looked at me and said, hey, you just made that up in the moment. You got something, bro. Come back next week and do open mic. Just do 2 minutes. I was like, for real? He was like, come back. That started my comedy career because I went back and I got booed. And my ego was
the
like,
story I was expecting.
what?
After that, it all was uphill
You
from
should have
that
heard
moment.
me cussing him out. Y'all should have saw me last week. You know what I mean? But I didn't know. He was like, you can say the same stuff over and over. So then he started like mentoring me, and next thing I know, I'm on Comic View in 3 years.
Next up, this might actually be a first. I got clowned on both broadcast and streaming TV at the same time.
Bill, you look young and old at the same time.
Wow, it's gotta be but of somebody's jokes.
Wow, we're gonna go on over here, try to be quiet. We're probably gonna have to stop talking at some point. So, but until then, I'll just keep running it and show y'all Bill's little wall of fame real quick. Y'all know what that do, right? You know, all the people that Bill has had on the show. All right, so I gotta stop talking, guys, and we're gonna go inside.
As you can see, our streaming show, Fox
Okay.
29 Live, just walked in. So we do a live stream. Here, you take this one.
Okay.
We do this live streaming show on Fox 29 Live, Fox Local.
Okay.
They're here right now, and we decided to give them a behind the scenes of what's going on. Finesse Mitchell is here with us telling his story, and we're recording for The Pulse.
Barack Obama's favorite comedian.
Right.
Finesse is here.
You keep going. Give them a taste. What are your favorites?
What are my favorite what?
Your favorite impressions. You went Obama.
I love Obama. I love Christopher Walken. Wow. Like King of New York. You know that movie King of New York?
Yeah.
I love that. Man, I do random people, bro. I said get busy living or get busy dying. That's
Oh
my
my
that's
goodness.
my or the black Morgan Freeman, the black one.
Oh, okay.
Sam's, you smoke crack? No.
Wow.
Lean on me.
That took me back right there.
Remember that one? Sometimes people say I can do a good Morgan Freeman. You know what I mean? I don't know. Bill, you look young and old at the same time.
Wow, it's gotta be but of somebody's jokes. So for that.
Oh, let me say this, and you're sensitive. Don't sit in the front row because
So
I
you
am.
go at people.
I don't go at you, but I do talk to you. I have conversations with. I will Matt Rife the crowd. You know, Matt Rife used to open for me.
Really?
Yes, he went on the road with me for 5 years.
Okay.
So I have that golden touch. There's a bunch of people that opened up for me that's making millions of dollars now.
But they all like look
But
back
I'll
and
be
say,
at the punchline.
He helped me out.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
I am revered as a comedy OG.
Yes.
OG, triple OG. I'm well respected in the comedy game. So now I just need my bank account to match my career longevity and these handsome looks. I can't stay this gorgeous. I can't stay this gorgeous and this is pretty forever. I gotta do something really soon because like most people, they say black don't crack, but eventually it does. So I'm running out of cocoa butter. We gotta get this thing popping. Let's go, Philly. If you haven't been to a good comedy show in a long time and you want to see a real professional at his craft, I'm doing my new 1 hour special called Political Hack. So it's a bunch of political jokes. I make fun of everybody. So there's no time for nobody to be sensitive because I make fun of everybody. Everybody gets it. Everybody gets it. Everybody gets it. But come down and treat yourself. All the June babies, come treat yourself. Matter of fact, if you DM me on Instagram and I answer you back and you ask for 2 tickets, but you were born in June, just in June, I will give you free tickets. But I have to answer you back. And you have to tell me what show you want to come to. Don't have me doing all this work and research. Go on the Punchline Philly website. If I answer you back and I give you 2 tickets, then come to the show. I'll leave your name at will call. Now, your real name. It can't be lalababy@38. I'm nobody's writing that down. It got to be like Trinica, Monica, Ralph. It can't be like
from Lala Baby to Shanika. Like, why are those the only 2 options?
Because no, I'm just saying, like, you know, people be like, yo, man, put me down. Okay, what's your name? But they don't answer you back. But then you look on their page and their name is Big Money Grip. You're like, I can't write down Big Money Grip at will call. That's not going to get you in.
Yeah, it's not on your government.
I need Trevin Jackson. I need Bob Eigler. You know, I need whatever your name is. Matt Cohen. All Jews are welcome. Everybody's welcome.
So y'all, we're gonna let you listen in for a little bit while we continue to record an episode of The Pulse. Just wanted, you cool with them listening in while we do this?
Absolutely, man. Look at Bill's blazer. You know what I'm saying?
Back on the blazer.
I love that blazer because I love blazers. I rock blazers all the time. So hopefully if my luggage is still at the Philly airport where I left it, I will be wearing blazers as well. You know what's so funny? I left my luggage because I sped over here to get here because I didn't want to be late.
Right.
And then I got a phone call and I looked at the luggage guy and I said, if I leave my luggage, will y'all look out for it? He said, yeah, we'll lock it up. We'll put it in the office. I said, oh. And I looked at him. He was like, man, we got you. And I said, okay. So as soon as I walked in, I got a phone call from the airport, and I'm like, hello? And they say, hey, man, we got your luggage. And I was like, oh, thank you so much. Yeah, yours the one with the purple blazer, right? I'm like, how you know I had a purple blazer?
Oh, they went in your luggage.
Bruh.
I mean, at least they have it.
But they said they had it. So if the purple blazer is
wearing
missing.
a purple blazer right now.
I'm going to pull up you.
They going, yo, y'all see this blazer?
Yeah, my blazer with my Uggs on, walking around with a selfie stick. It was so much nonsense in my bag.
Coming up, I don't even know what to say. The comedy continues.
Did you see Joe Biden at the Juneteenth celebration?
Listen.
Did you see Joe Biden at the Juneteenth celebration? Do you think he knew he was at the Juneteenth celebration? I'm sorry, Bill. I interrupted you. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Nah, I mean, listen. It almost looked like something was
I don't
wrong.
think he blinks.
No, and it was, the music is playing, you know, vice president, all in.
He did the Mitch McConnell. He just froze. He was just. Anyway.
Yeah, that was awkward.
That was awkward.
That was a little bit awkward. Guys, we were having so much fun with Finesse, we honestly just ran out of time. So I think we should do a second episode. So I will leave you with Use Your Voice for Good, and stay tuned for the next episode with more of this.
Tracy was on your show.
He was on
Tracy Morgan was here.
Tracy was a little aggressive.
I believe it. You sit in the front row with a blazer on. I'm coming at you. I just want to let you know. You are invited, sir.
I ain't coming.